Now she's recording.
It's recording.
We're good? Okay. Welcome, calling the city council meeting to order. Councilmember Lunt, if you would please lead us in an invocation, and Councilmember Malkovich, if you will please lead us in the pledge.
Our dear, kind, and gracious Heavenly Father, we're so grateful that we could gather here this evening as mayor, city council members, city employees, and residents to be able to address the business of the city, and especially tonight to hear from each of the candidates and to make a decision that will most benefit the city and will be good for our community going forward. And we're so grateful for the opportunity to serve, and we do not take this weight lightly, and we're thankful for all of our many blessings. Please continue to watch over our community, keep it safe, and help us to be good neighbors and look after each other. We say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Okay, you all stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
All right. Next is the public comment portion of our meeting. So if we have any here in person that would care to, all right, Sherry's raising her hand. Let's start with you. And then if there are any others, please come forward.
Oh, I love to talk.
We love to hear you, Sherry.
2 minutes or under. I will hold to that. Firstly, I want to thank the snow plow drivers. I was kind of struggling with my snow blower at the bottom of the driveway the other day and couldn't figure out if both my augers were going. How do I keep the lever down and look around the hole at the same time?
That's dangerous work.
I got a snowplow driver, just stopped and asked me if I was okay, and he helped me. So thank you very much. The other thing I would like to get on the agenda for a future council meeting, I attended a Utah Outdoor Recreation Grant seminar on Monday. It was fabulous. There are 15 grants that are available. Just to give you a little taste, we can even apply for a federal grant to have the city's portion of a Utah Outdoor Recreation Grant funded. It was a fabulous meeting. I had so many different things that went through my head. Kind of in line with that, I would like you to think about, I'm grateful to Wayne for having the Planning Commission on the agenda tomorrow to work on this lighting ordinance together. I would like the council to consider what we talked about at the last meeting. Dark sky approval versus do we want to just kind of incorporate the ideas? Dark sky is an incredible tool that we can use. Lately, one of the things I've learned is the color of the lights that are on display for the animals and the trees to see. Blue light stops the hunting instinct of an animal. It also stops the growth of trees, which will definitely affect our maple production. It's an incredible program, entirely voluntary. I'm even willing to put up to $250 application fee to see if we would get approved. So I look forward to talking about this more in depth. And my last little comment is with regards to the studies being done for the tank. I don't know if it's in the agreement with Three Bridges, but it'd be nice if they put some skin in the game that would go towards these grants, because I know there's been talk of failure on the part of this developer in other projects. And if we're going to outlay a lot of money, it'd be nice if they had some skin in the game up front. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If anyone didn't get a chance to read the newsletter and the mayor's comments, you should. He talked about Sherry and her always willing to come to the meetings and be involved. So if you haven't read the newsletter, it's on Facebook. Go find it and read the mayor's message. Because she sets a great example for everybody.
She does. Okay, anybody else? Dennis?
I moved into Woodland Hills a while back, and I saw the challenges that we had in the city with the infrastructure, and we all know what they are. Brent, when you were elected, you've exceeded my expectations. So I want to thank you. And I'd like to thank, Doyle, you were leaving us. Thank you. And the rest of the council, I think that the city has kind of grown up in a very good way. And I see a way that we can be sustainable in the future. There's a lot of challenges that we still have to go through, but thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, anything from anybody else here?
Monica?
I'm waiting for the last one.
We call on Monica every time.
Time.
Ask her if she has a comment.
That'll be a long meeting.
She's saving it. She's
Better to
saving
wait,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, all right.
All right, anybody online? Okay, well, with that, we will close the public comment portion. And item 16 is the approval of the October 28th and November 18th city council meeting minutes.
I move that we approve those
Okay,
with a comment.
okay,
I don't know how many citizens read those minutes. They are very good. They're very well written, and I want to compliment Jody on especially October 28th. It's one of my faves. It's like literary piece of work. Thank you, Jody. The minutes are well done in our city. Thank you.
well said. Okay,
I move we approve them.
okay, a motion by Councilmember Kinnison,
I'll second.
seconded by Councilmember Malkovich. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that motion carries. All right, item 17, a resolution appointing an individual to fulfill the vacant seat on the city council.
I just wanted to start by saying, I really appreciated everybody who put their neck on the line and who answered some pretty hard questions, some of them very vulnerable questions. And that means a lot because we are a small city and we know each other. And we knew you all before you put your application in and know what kind of people you are. And it's really great, but it is a job application and we don't want to vote against any of you. So we're really voting for the person who can fulfill the needs of the city. And I hope you recognize that when we take this vote, it's not personal, because you're all fantastic, but I really was focused on commitment and capacity to serve. And then also on that proper role of government, understanding, because sometimes the citizens will want us to get involved with the management part, the day-to-day administration part, and that's not our role. We can tell the mayor, hey, there's something going on, or Ted, there's a pothole over here, but we're not the ones who fix it. We're the ones who set the budget so that they can fix it. And so that proper role of government is really important to me, and that's the needs I see, because there are a lot of pressures that come from citizens who, as one of you stated, they come to us with emotion. Every single policy we do that we approve comes with an emotion attached to it that's very, it's ingrained. By the time the emotion gets to here in this room, it's already been talked about in the neighborhood, in their families, in their whole ward, in half the town. And so it's de-escalating that emotion and making it a policy that's beneficial for everyone does take some finesse. And I looked at that in terms of the answers that were given and how you might handle that kind of pressure from people who, especially on one particular day of the week when you're captive. That there are people who ask you a lot of questions on that day. And so in terms of what we need as a city, from my perspective, it's the ability to say, I will serve wherever the mayor asks me to, whether it's in the city, at the county, or even helping at the state level. It takes a lot of time and effort and passion, but also that respect and compassion. Because people have different viewpoints, and you have a widow over here and somebody who maybe is a little more wealthy over here, both giving us their opinion on something that's important to them. And to balance that decision in this room, open and transparent, can sometimes be difficult. Because you don't want to pass something that is hurtful on either side. And so to the council, as we make this decision, I really think that in our needs, we have needs for someone who is prepared for the engagement and the time that it takes, and also recognizes the difference between government and management, and is willing to be open about that with the residents on what they can and cannot promise, and what we do here in this role in supporting the mayor's ability and future mayor's ability to manage the city versus govern the city. And so that's my thoughts as we look to all the answers that were given. I took a lot of notes because I want to be able to go back and say, okay, were we really thoughtful in this? We studied you out as soon as you put your application in, we were reading it. And it's important to us for you to know that we don't take this decision lightly. So.
Okay, thank you, Carrie. Anybody else have?
I just wanted to thank the candidates because I think we all went out and talked to people to see if somebody would be willing to run. And most were hesitant and didn't want to. And it was because they had seen the attacks on social media. I know when I talked to Dan, he kind of said no. And I said, why? and I said, is it because of all the stuff on social media? And he said, 100%. And that is the ugly part of this job. And so I'm really grateful to all four of you for being willing to step up and put your names in the ring and go through the process, because it's not easy. But most of the time, that's such a small percentage of it. Like most of the time, it really is great. And so I'm just grateful to everybody. And even as I'm sitting here right now, it's hard. I'm still having a hard time. So I appreciate all of you.
Thank you. Okay, well.
Do you have anything, gentlemen?
I think everything's been said. I don't want to get too.
Well, I've got something here. This has been an interesting process. I've had the opportunity now to sit down, or, Tim snuck it in there right at the last second on us. So I had a phone call with Tim. It was a great call. But I've been able to meet with each of you. And so thank you for that. Thank you for your desire to serve. Like I said in my first question, I'm looking at this from a different perspective. There are governance, like Carrie was saying, and then there's the executive, the administrative side, and I'll have to make assignments to one of you to help with the administrative side in that capacity. And so it's really important. I'm looking, how can we bring a little bit more unity to our city? I love what one of you said, I can't remember. How do we get back to, maybe it was Tim, to waving when we're coming up and down the street again, right? How do we get back to that feeling of a family? And it's been interesting. I've received some really interesting communications about different candidates. Some of them were almost extortionary. You vote for him or else. And it's just been a little shocking. And so I pray that those people will understand that we think hard about this decision. 4 years ago, it was me sitting in your seat to be appointed. And I was not the first choice of the council. The one that wasn't able to give any other time and thus kind of kicked himself off of the list. And it's been thus my privilege, and so I appreciate it. I appreciate what you're going through. I understand what you're going through, the feelings that you're going through. And I hope that we will be able to, because I want to use each of you if you'll be willing in any capacity going forward. But thank you so much.
With that said, I have loved hearing your comments tonight. I'm ready to make a motion for a recommendation that we nominate Dan Roden for the, I'm actually sorry because it's a hard job. It's thankless, but you'll love it if they choose you. In your application, written application, you ended with this sentence: I would be honored to earn your trust and represent our community on the city council. That is the attitude I want. We all have to earn each other's trust, and you have mine already. First of all, I'll tell you why. Anyone that is willing to run Woodland Hills Days deserves more than a city council position. You deserve. And then there's another funny thing that you've done that we've talked about. I don't know. Is my phone ringing?
No.
It's not very smart to be Santa Claus and be noticed. You were Santa for 5 years before I knew who you were. And I ran on the fire truck every time. That's pretty not very smart, Dan, to do something where you're not wanting to be known. And I learned from Helvey that you did not want to be known who you were. And that worked for me because I still believe in Santa and I think you're still him. But anyway, that proved something to me about who you are and how you operate. And anyway, I nominate Dan Roden.
Okay, so that's a motion, right, Jody? This is how we do it. We do it in a motion, so a motion.
I move
Councilmember
that
Kinnison.
we ask Dan to serve that position.
Okay,
I'm going to second that motion.
okay, a second by Councilmember Lunt. And then we do a roll call vote. Councilmember Hutchings,
Yes.
Councilmember Kinnison,
Yes.
Councilmember Lunt,
Yes.
Councilmember Hilliard,
Yes.
Councilmember Malkovich.
This is really a hard decision,
It is.
really hard decision. But I will agree as well. Yes.
But you others are really strong.
Please
And I
run
like
against
you.
me. 2 years, please run against me. I'm not kidding you. I want each one of you to run in 2 years when I'm running again. You guys are very impressive and wonderful.
Maybe serve on a committee first to make sure you.
Please, serve before then, but
And if there's any of you that want to learn about state issues, come with me every day to the Capitol.
and Carrie
We do
is
need that- we do
perfect
need
to
that
learn that
person.
from. But come to council. That's what I did for a couple of years before I ran. I didn't plan to run. I was asked to, like many of you guys have been asked to. Please stay involved. You guys don't know how good it made me feel. People have talked about it. I have wanted to walk away from this job more than once. I've been in tears in my house because of some of the things that have happened. And I don't feel, I don't feel like I'm good enough, that like I'm worth being up here sometimes. And to know we've got people like you here as well. it's a labor of love. You have to. And have to have that support, but please stay involved. This has been inspiring to me, the last couple of weeks, watching your applications come in. It really has. And it's made me feel really, really good about the city and about our citizens. Or
Okay,
residents,
well,
sorry.
oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
that's it.
Okay, I just want to congratulate new Councilmember Roden and express thanks to everyone who participated, so. You may take Ben's seat.
Actually, I'm gonna keep this seat. We can't have too many bald heads on one side, so you're gonna have to be over there.
Blind each other.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have new cameras to.
I just thought we'd do the general authority sort of an approach. After you're sustained, then you come up and you take your seat.
Baby powder on the head works too.
It just, it's so important to have good choices. And so I appreciate everybody. Again, I know I said it already, but that applied because it serves our community well when we have people that are willing to be involved and that we have good choices. And now we have good candidates for some of our committees, so that's
Yeah.
kind of fun too.
You're on the radar.
Well, if there is a committee that you are more passionate about it than another or whatever.
I think they
please
kind of said what they want to do,
Shoot me an
maybe.
email. And we'll see what we can do.
Okay,
That's mayor@woodlandhills-ut.
Right now, that's Ben.
yeah, don't send anything to that email yet, because I don't. As of January
Out of
6th.
office message on
Yeah,
his
just
email.
until January 6th. All
Going
right,
forward, both of my emails.
item 18, approval of the contract for the Broad Hollow Tank Engineering and Geotechnical work.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, a motion by Councilmember Hilliard,
One second.
seconded by Councilmember Malkovich. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Item 19, adoption of policy and procedure 2025-04 Woodland Hills Volunteer Fire and EMS pay policy.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Councilmember
Oh, yeah,
Lunt.
you guys are abstaining. I'll second.
Okay, seconded by Councilmember.
I was thinking, oh, the two firemen will want to make this motion, and then I forgot you already said you were gonna recuse, so.
All right, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, and then the two
Recuse.
recusals, that motion carries. Item 20, approval of fire and EMS annual recognition bonuses.
I'll motion approval of that.
Okay, Councilmember Malkovich, motion,
I'll second that.
seconded by Councilmember Hilliard. All in favor? I gotta make sure that's not, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and then two more recusals. That motion carries. Item 21, adoption of ordinance 2025-36, establishing a city council meeting schedule for 2026.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, a motion by Councilmember Lunt,
I'll second it.
seconded by Councilmember Hutchings.
I want one change. I want them to meet weekly.
Oh, nice parting shot.
No.
Okay, kidding.
All right, this is a roll call vote. Councilmember Hutchings,
Yes.
Councilmember Kinnison,
Yes.
Councilmember Lunt,
Yes.
Councilmember Hilliard,
Yes.
Councilmember Malkovich.
Yes.
That motion carries. And lastly, item 22, ordinance 2025-37, an ordinance to initiate the establishment of the City of Woodland Hills Data Privacy Program, designate chief administrative and authorized records officers, require records for proof of officer and employee privacy training, prepare website data privacy notice, endorse the state of Utah's data privacy policy, and complete City of Woodland Hills internal data privacy program report.
I'll motion to accept that.
Okay, a motion by Councilmember Malkovich,
I'll second it.
seconded by Councilmember Hutchings. Councilmember Malkovich,
Yes.
Councilmember Hilliard,
Yes.
Councilmember Lunt,
Yes.
Councilmember Kinnison,
Yes.
Councilmember Hutchings.
Yes.
Okay, that motion carries.
I'm so glad that was your last one.
Eh,
That's a
that-
great one.
that long title?
Big old tongue twister, right?
Yeah, I know, I had to take a deep breath after that one. All right, so you've heard about the lawsuit. We can certainly discuss strategies if any would like to enter into a closed session. I don't know.
It's kind of early, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, I mean, we've got it mapped out, and so it's something.
I think we've got
I
something
hate to
else as
say
well.
this, but I would like to hear what the mapping out is. I know it's your call, but I would like to have some more information.
Can we visit for 2 seconds before we go into closed if we're going to?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Brian's the one that's forcing us to stay. It's after 9.
I would also force us to stay, so
Okay.
I'll jump on that.
All right,
Sort of,
so a motion to enter closed session for purposes of discussing legal strategies made by Councilmember Hutchings, seconded by Councilmember Hilliard. Councilmember Hutchings.
Yes.
Councilmember Kinnison.
Yes.
Councilmember Lunt.
Yes.
Councilmember Hilliard.
Yes.
Councilmember Malkovich.
Yes.
Okay, so we will be entering closed session. Thanks again for those who came. Good night.